world could be completely different. So let me show you 24 things that you didn't know about Danny's world. As you can see right here, male Scraps. Wait, what? What? During development, Scraps was originally a male toon. What? Okay. With the only difference being Scraps had no eyelashes. In Danny's world, eyelashes versus no eyelashes means you're boy or girl. Here, let's test it out really fast, shall we? Boy, eyelashes. Girl, eyelashes. Girl, eyelashes. Girl. Here, you guys try. That's a man. That's a man. And apparently that's a man. Woo man. But why did they change it? While this version of Scraps is unused, there are still some arts featuring this male version of her. Wait, that's insane. They actually kept the dude version of her. Being in the Astro and Sage Fight and Welcome to Garden View posters, and Scraps information card has no spaces next to the word she, since Cole had to add in the S. No way. So yeah, there's male Scraps right there in that poster. Male Scraps also right here. And the current version of female Scraps. See that? They really don't look the same. Or they look exactly the same. Screw her being transparent. She has the same smile no matter what. What? Trans Scraps. Is that Sylvan? What is happening? I love you guys. But really fast though. You know this tune? Yeah, the main character, Dandy. Well, how about this thing? You know what that is? Yeah, that's Twisted Dandy. Twisted Dandy wasn't originally supposed to look like this. Twisted Dandy actually has two old designs that were drastically different from his current design. His first literation, representation of sounds or words by letters, essentially the... I'm pretty sure you mean iteration, the repetition or process of utterance. What does that mean? They're speaking to me in hieroglyphics, bro. Either way, let me just show you what the old designs were supposed to look like in case you don't remember. So here's a concept, which this one actually kind of just looks like a marionette puppet. Like I'm imagining someone controlling him with strings from up above. And here's the other design where it kind of looks like he's coming out of a flower pot. Which, you know what? That's kind of a cool idea because Dandy is a sunflower. Would you guys like Flower Pot Dandis? I mean, realistically, though, this one, that is probably just a little bit scarier now, ain't it? I got big news. You know this tune? Well, apparently there was something changed about his... Wait, guess. Take a guess. What? Was it that he wasn't a rock before? Was it potentially that maybe he was never even supposed to be a dog? You know, you actually couldn't guess even if you wanted to. Inside of Pebble's old model, he had a tongue model. Yeah, I'm not... I know. Which was probably going to be a part of his animations, but when unused and was just left inside his models. Later on, when he got all of his models reworked in the update 7.2, the tongue model was removed. Which it's like this is literally a tongue. This is literally Pebble's tongue, and it's even crazier because they actually had one for his skin. So they just got rid of the tongue for Pebble. I know how much you care. Also, a lot of the main Twisteds actually were originally going to be different. One of them being Shelly. Twisted Shelly was really going to have a much different... Oh, you stole what I said! Her body was broken into 3 parts. Her head, torso, and legs, all connected by Iker, which gave her considerably large height. Regardless, let me show you what the old designs is going to look like. They originally was supposed to look like an Allosaurus, which is some type of a dinosaur. And on that one looks really cool. And that one reminds me of the demon from Jujutsu Kaisen. What's her name? The one, yeah, that's what she looks like. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I think it's really cool. Remember when I said they did a lot of different stuff or how a lot of early Twisted concepts were going to be different? Yeah, well, Sprout's no different. Twisted Sprout's concept serves as an early link to the current one we know and see today. Other than being smaller, the design had less Iker covering his head, only lying dormant on his left side of his body rather than the whole, which I'm assuming is they were trying to like play into the fact of like Sprout and Cosmo. I feel like Cosmos was gonna have their whole other half of their body covered in Iker. You know what I mean? Either way, going on along that train of Twisteds, at this point, you would probably argue that all the changes that were made were good ones. They seemed pretty cool. Well, apparently, there's one that everyone hates, and they like the old design more. And that would be, coincidentally, the tune when asked, which is your favorite design/personality-wise from these choices, and which main is your favorite gameplay-wise from these choices? It would be the one that never got above 8,700 votes. It's V. It's Twisted Vee. Twisted Vee's first iteration had her torso connected to bundles of metal wires emerging from a vent. It was this. It looks like this. And apparently, literally everyone, I haven't met someone yet who likes this design more. Everyone, you know what? I kind of see it now. Before, I like this design more, but you know what? I actually kind of agree, I think. Because, yeah, this definitely just gives Karen from SpongeBob Chasing You vibes. Where this, I think it's the face. I think it's the face. Literally, someone posted 21 days ago, which got a bunch of upvotes. People are still talking about this. Was a conversation 8 months ago. Either way, I like Twisted Vee's prototype design better. I feel like it's more unique than V, but taller. Because I guess that's the main argument with Twisted Vee, is it's normal V and then make her taller, I guess. I don't know, don't hurt me. Agreed, but change the face because she looks like the Alistair Pose meme. Wait, so the only argument I had for it is literally getting that are literally disagreeing with right now. People don't like that. I like them. My opinion is just wrong, I guess. So you know this dude, the one that has multiple different faces whenever you don't buy it from him because he's so desperate for tapes? Yeah, well, he actually has an unused face. I'm assuming the one that you would have seen the stage before he decides to turn twisted and murder his friends. It's this one. And I wonder why they got rid of it. I guess this one does look a little bit more cartoony. It definitely imbues, like, I want to murder, like, you're dead. You're dead to me. So, that's pretty cool. Hey, so you know this tomb? Do you notice anything different about it? Something peculiar? Take a look at it right now. If you were to have said that that's not her current hurt face or a normal hurt face, you would have been correct. The other one that I just showed her angry. She was well angry, which I'm assuming has something to do with the person that took a bite out of her freaking face. As viewed in this screenshot on all of her skins, you can see the depicted grimace from her. So I wonder if it's showing pain from someone taking the bite of her face, but it was changed for a reason that I don't know. And as far as Danny's World goes, a lot of the updates that you see, unlike traditional Roblox games, are actual quality of life updates, making it so the game can just keep flourishing and fixing the small things. For example, this small change that happened here where they opened up this area because players were complaining about it being too tight. It's small fixes like this that have gave Danny's World such a long lifespan. As far as mascot horror games go and being as popular as they are, Danny's World has done a great job of listening to what the audience wants, other than just adding more tunes like every single week. Okay, you know this guy? I do, and the first time I ever brought this up, I got absolutely mutilated in the comments because apparently I was saying his name wrong. So I'm gonna see how Google pronounces it. Everyone knows Google is a say-all be-all.
Kinito.
Kinito. Well, that's Greek, so don't think I'm allowed. But I think I just did, didn't I? If there's any Greeks out there, please don't cancel me for saying Kinito. Kinito.
Kinito.
I feel like that's how I said. Okay. Either way, you know this guy? I don't know anything about Kinito. I just said it wrong. But it was in Danny's World. So you might know it. You might love it. But I don't, because I just don't know what it is. But yeah, he used to be lurking in Garden View. You can see him chilling right here. That this was an actual screenshot that was taken in. But he was later removed because, drumroll please. I'm not telling you. Remember I was talking to you about making maps more open and stuff? Yeah, well, they did that with Shelly's map or world. I just letting you know, because you probably didn't know. I actually didn't know. Another one on the list. And before we get too crazy, there is a lot of stuff that you don't know about Danny's World, but really fast. Maybe not too fast. I'm gonna go over every single stat change that's happened in Danny's World. There's more than you think. But first, I'm gonna start off with something you didn't know. Before mains were giving an extra stat star. Yeah, that's right. This might be two things that you don't know. One, every main tune has an extra star in their stat pool in Danny's World. If you didn't know that, well, guess what you probably didn't know? That they originally had the same amount. Also, what is it with Danny's World, and why is everyone in the lobby not playing? This is our part of the guys, play the game. Why am I not seeing any ABCs? Okay, Derek, I was getting scared. Astro had 2 movement speed. He later got 3 movement speed buff because all the mains got an extra stat. Once again, for Pebble, before they got an extra stat, Pebbles had a 2-star skill check. He later got a 3-star skill check buff. You know, the other main, before they got the extra stat star, had a 2-star in stamina, but later got a 3-star stamina buff. During the game release, Shrimpo had a natural skill check chance of 50%. This was at the time the only way to obtain a higher skill check chance. However, by the Shelly update, his chances were nerfed down to a normal 25%, which is really playing into Shrimpo's true identity, a masochist. Gigi. For a few hours after she came out, she only had 1-star movement speed and 3-star stamina. This ended up getting swapped because everyone was mad. A day after the 2024 Christmas event, Bob, yep, this tune, had 5-star skill check and 2-star movement. This was changed by moving one of her skill check stars to her movement speed stat, now giving her a 4 skill check and 3 movement speed. And now Now, not only tunes were changed, trinkets have been changed too. Bone originally gave you 25% more walk and run speed whenever a new floor arrived for 10 seconds. But the update was replaced, giving you 25% more speed when you pick up an item, which is actually better. But both of them aren't that good. Either way, the most used trinket in the game, the remote, automatically finish the first machine extracted from the floor, but decrease your extraction speed by 50%, which kind of sucks. So this ability was changed to automatically complete your first machine if less than 50% of the machines on the floor have been completed to prevent players from earning insane amounts of Iker and speedrunning through floors unfairly. But that's not unfair at all. That's actually sick. And as you guys know, Nightcap is getting but it actually was originally something completely different before. Nightcap originally fully restored your stamina when entering a new floor, but decreased max stamina by 10%, which then was changed to increase your stamina generation by 33% while extracting from a machine, which was then later buffed to 40%. Well, guess what? That's still not good enough. The trinket was later scrapped entirely and replaced by the Star Pillow trinket, which received a further buff, which now increases stamina generation by 100% when you're extracting from a machine, which still people might think sucks. You just can't win, can you? Crayon Set originally granted 3 random items from the uncommon tier at the start of the round. This effect was changed to produce an item every new floor if there is an inventory slot open. Fishing Rod is basically Crayon Set's old function, which grants 3 common to rare tier items at the start of the game, which might be the least used trinket in the game. And Diary originally increased its tune stealth by 2.5 units, is half a star. This was changed instead to increase stealth by 25%. Either way, bro chachos, that is all I got for you today. If you learned something new, let me know down in the comments. I hope to see you guys all again later.